Jacob Rees-Mogg is back in the news again today, having ducked out of the limelight recently, and he's criticising Rishi Sunak's interest in Rwanda, and he's promoting the bill which is going through Parliament that will provide amnesty for former soldiers caught up in the troubles in Ireland, former British soldiers, of course, caught up in the troubles in Ireland. And this is apparently incompatible with the ECHR because of the fact that the ECHR has ruled against amnesties in the past. And of course, it's disturbing. What we need is a line drawn to establish peace in the island of Ireland, and that probably means that we need to explore ways to reconcile both the issues in Northern Ireland and the issues in the main body of Ireland. And I think it may be that has to be done through the courts. It may be that could be done by some special organisation, as in South Africa, an organisation, a sort of truth and reconciliation organisation. But that hasn't really been in place. In fact, it's been hoped that we will just forget about the bloody squabbles that went on in Northern Ireland and the huge number of deaths that resulted both from the IRA's activities and from the British response. And I hope the present government in Israel is looking on to see how this sort of heavy-handed response to terrorism is not the way forward. Now, Rishi Sunak comes in for castigation because his Rwanda plan, as far as Rees-Mogg is concerned, is not going to work. Well, the Rwanda plan is unlikely to work on any level, because even if it has a short burst of life, even if a plane or two takes off, the Labour Party will get into power and will presumably cancel it, or should. And we come back to the whole business about the justice to refugees, and Rees-Mogg must be the first to recognise that one of the most famous refugees was Jesus, whose birth is celebrated in a couple of days' time. Jesus, whose family took him to Egypt in imitation of the flight of Joseph, and the whole idea of refuge, of seeking sanctuary in another country, is therefore etched in the origins of Judaism and the origins of Christianity. But Christianity doesn't stop there. There's this extraordinary legend, myth, that Jesus came to England. Well, had he come to England, and did those feet in ancient times walk upon England's, had Jesus actually come to England as both the hymn, the rousing hymn, which you will recall was sung at the wedding of the Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer, the poem which was written in 1804, inspired by the idea that Jesus came to the shores of England with Joseph of Arimathea, and the biblical verse in the book of Revelations where Jesus creates a second Jerusalem, and that this is in some ways England, and this the Jerusalem becomes the anthem of the new England, the England which rises above the Industrial Revolution, the divine feet that stepped onto our English green countryside, this land where God had once arrived that is now darkened by the Industrial Revolution, but that has got this great and majestic and religious past, and that can still become the new Jerusalem in these green and pleasant lands. William Blake, the social reformer, the ardent supporter, actually, of the French Revolution, talking about Jesus's lost years on the shores of England. Well, had Jesus come to England now, he'd probably be spending time in the bibby Stockholm, if he didn't drown on the way across the English Channel. And is this the sort of welcome we want to give to the Son of God? Is this the sort of welcome that is worthy of Glastonbury? Is this the sort of welcome that we would give to a prophet? This extraordinary mishmash of prophecy and reality. Jerusalem, the metaphor for heaven, the image of a fabled future. And did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountains green? And was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen? And did that countenance divine shine forth upon our clouded hills? And was Jerusalem builded here among these dark satanic mills? Bring me my bow of burning gold, bring me my arrows of desire, bring me my spear, O clouds unfold, bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. Well, that's not something that Rishi Sunak's going to do, is it? That's something that Rishi Sunak is going to build in Rwanda.